Okay, I remember one time, um, this was when I was taking care of Talitha, my niece. Michelle, my sister, she had just got out of jail, so she didn't really have a stable place. She was kind of bouncing around a little bit. And so I was taking care of Talitha. And this was when I was living in Antioch. I think the name of the apartment complex is Waterford Crossings. I think that's right. It's one exit past the Hickory Hollow Mall, or where it used to be Hickory Hollow Mall anyway. So one day after I got off work, this is when I was working at full credit, like clockwork, baby. Um, I had ran out of gas on the way home, and so I ended up having to pull over on the side of the interstate. So anyway, I ended up pulling on the side of the road. It was an exit before Bell Road. I can't think of what it was called, but there's a quick sack at the exit. So anyway, I was like right past the exit, and I was sitting in the car with Talitha. She was in her car seat. I was like, we're gonna have to walk. She was young. She was like 3 or 4 years old. So we got out of the car and started walking toward the gas station so I could call somebody. And this lady pulled up in a van. And she was like, do y'all need some help? I was like, yeah, I ran out of gas. I'm trying to walk over to the gas station. She was like, y'all can get in the car. I'll take you over there. So we got in the car with her. Mind you, I'm in my early 20s. Talitha is probably about 3 or 4 years old. And we got in the vehicle with this strange lady to go to the gas station. So we get to the gas station, and I was going inside to call somebody to come get us. And I set Talitha down in the seat. So when I turned around, I set her down. I got out of the car because I had her in my lap, which we was riding to the gas station. And I set her down on the seat while I was getting myself situated after I got out of her van. And she was like, that's okay, you can just leave her right there. And Talitha looked at her and Talitha looked at her, and then she looked at me, and she raised her arms up, like, pick me up. She was like, shit, fine, you can just leave her right there. I said, no, I'm gonna take her with me. And I picked her up and took her inside the store with me, inside that quick sack. So I get in there and I call somebody. I was like, hey, I ran out of gas, can you come help me or whatever? I think I called my dad or something. He was like, sure. I come back outside and she's gone. I look up the street and she's driving up. She is speeding up the street. And to this day, I don't know if Talitha hadn't reached for me when I was getting out of the vehicle. If I had left her in the vehicle, would that lady have drove off with her in the vehicle? I think about that all the time. Like that was one of the biggest mistakes that I almost made when I was taking care of her when she was a kid. Which I'm glad I did not make the mistake. Because I think about that all the time. Now she's like Talitha's in her 20s, and she has a child of her own now. Like, if that lady had kidnapped her and we wasn't able to get her back, I have no idea what I would have did. And my sister had trusted me to take care of her, and I was doing a good job. I was doing a really good job of being what you would consider to be a single parent. Anyway, that's one mistake I'm glad I didn't make.